Hello, everybody. Welcome back to OSL Season 4. This is day 2 of week 1, and we've had some mighty fine games today, if I do say so myself. I've been able to catch 2 of them, and this will be the last one of the night. This is Lirasanmarine versus Requmish. And if I go to their pick and bans channel, I'll be able to tell you exactly what is happening in this set, as I'm a bit unprepared and I don't know what's happening. But while I look for it, I'm going to introduce my co-caster for this game. Gohan, how are you tonight, mate?
Hello, hello. I have been summoned by the big fishman, aka Joms, and I actually do have their sets right in front of me. It's Houndmaster first with Cold Tower 2, Artist picked by Requimish for Wretched Shop. I should have actually said Lirasanmarine picked Houndmaster. And then we got a TB of Blight, yet again, for the
Okay.
TB on Gashaven. Or
I'm
Gas
keen for
Heaven,
the
as some
Hound.
people have told me it's said.
I'm keen for the Handmaster set. I'll tell you what. I'm a Handmaster enjoyer myself. She's on a new map this season too. She was on the Orman Resort last season. This season she's on CT2, which she shares a map with the Doctor this season. So I'm keen to see how she performs on CT2. I know that she's been played on CT2 in DBDL, and that's a map that she's sort of set on for a little bit. I'm pretty sure over there. So I'm keen to see how Handmaster does go. As for expected results, she is a tier 3 killer. So I'm expecting probably decently high stages for the Handmaster, maybe like 8 to 9 stages coming out here for. You said Lirasan was a Houndmaster pick?
Yep, Lirasanmarine did pick Houndmaster.
Okay, so I'm expecting big things from Lirasan's killer. I think this is Sentry or Sentry. I can't quite read it there on the stream, but going against them is Requimish, I believe, which is a bunch of people that I'll be honest, I don't know. One of them is called, I thought that was 6-7 Andy. I think it is 6-7 Andy.
It is, yeah.
I've heard of Sin before, I believe, but yeah, I'm not too familiar with Requimish as a team, so I'm keen to see how they perform. They're, from my understanding, a NEA team, so I'm just curious to see how they play. They could come out guns blazing, or maybe they're one of the weaker teams. I'm keen to see how they go. We did see a lot from Lirasanmarine last season as well, though. They put up a very big performance last season. They were one of the stronger teams last season, so I always look forward to seeing the strong teams play. We just saw Gospel versus Globergym. If you missed it, it was pretty interesting games all around. While Gospel did win 2-0, Globergym put up quite the fight. So very proud of them for their
Indeed, they
performance
did,
there against
yeah.
Gospel. But we are just loading in now. And tell me, Gohan, do you know much about these teams and what are you expecting out of these matches?
Well, we do know that Lirasanmarine has lost a quite a big name for them. Unfortunately, it was Mo. Mo is no longer on Lirasanmarine, so that's quite a bit of a loss. But hey, you never know. They could bring it back and still be as strong as ever. We never know. But I do believe Requimish was Requiem used to be Requiem, and it's just like a revised roster of Requiem, I believe, from what I've heard from the Big Fish Charms. But not too sure on that. I could be spouting nonsense there. But we do load in
Oh,
here finally to the Coal Tower 2. Uh, as you said, Smonk, you're quite the heavy advocate for Houndmaster sets and Houndmaster in general, and you're quite a heavy advocate for, or not really a heavy advocate, but wanting a map change, and you guys ended up deciding on this. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we won't have to do any changes after this. But so far, it doesn't look too bad.
I didn't mind Mount Ormond Resort. The map change was mostly because agitation is no longer allowed, and Handmaster really relied on agitation for that map, as it was quite large. But we see an unfortunate miss swing there onto centers. We do find 2 people lurking by the Shaggy in our corrupted division. I think we're taking the chase into Upia, who's on the Atom this time, as we switch over to chase mode onto a Snug. Handmaster is a little bit bugged, so I'm expecting Snug to basically explode here and not actually work. But we do successfully get the grab, and that's going to be a good, nice little tag. And the Shag Peller down to boot. Oh, and we also had to vault over the Shag Peller, meaning we didn't get a lot of distance here. And this forces Adam to stay at the shack, and oh dear,
Oh,
a bit of a mispiling here. I think even if he mediums this should be a down, but no, he successfully makes that medium. That might even be resilience. We also have, worth noting as well, we have save the best for last on
I was
Sentry
gonna
here,
mention.
so a bit of a pub perk, but we also have our stand stuff for Pain Res, Wretched Fate, and Corrupt Intervention, missing the first dash, but with a bit of a redirect. We do have Upia thankfully dodging that dog dash there, but we get a little bit of a monkey swing through the God Rock, and we get it down just as the last gen pops. This is shaping up to be an interesting set going.
Yeah, indeed it is, especially with that ping swing as well. So he's going to be able to drag him straight down to basement as well. And we do see Wretched Fate activate as well. And as you did say, he does got the Stabiffle. Very, very pub-oriented build, but nonetheless, it is still a build you can run. It is legal, so there's no faults in this build. So it's going to be interesting to see what Sentry can do with this. And he's absolutely perfectly got the search over all the way over towards Shirley's generator as well. So Sentry is going to be able to just absolutely bum rush straight towards that generator and get the next chase. But we did see
good
that
position.
Andy was coming in, and yes, a lovely hit from the dog as well. So he's gonna be probably gonna go back to search and just gonna go right back to it. Unfortunately, not getting a lot of distance with that, unfortunately. Not being able to go straight to the generator is probably what he wants to do for search. But we do see the For the People come out as well. So at least it stops the tunnel out as quick as possible. But it is looking quite grim for this team right now. But Sentry is putting in the work. But then again, so is Requimish.
A good spacing there from Adam as well, leaving the God Rock as we sent out the initial dog dash. But we're about to have the very, very, very ambitious swing there from Sentry. But with a well-timed dog dash, we should be able to get a tag to a window maybe if Adam doesn't path correctly here. But we're just taking the chase. We're not sending out the dog yet. We're trying to get ourselves in a good position where sending out the dog makes a good bit of sense. But I think we're just taking the BL hit maybe due to a little bit of ping. We're not even going to be sending out the dog. We just take the M1 onto Adam. They get our 4 stackers to Biffle as we mosey on down, a little bit of a tag afterwards. I think this is the reason for this to Biffle as well, by the way. We get the M1 with Stabiffle, and then once the wipe animation is done, we immediately send the dog to hopefully get a 2-tap, but we're back at the God Rock here, and we do tap the whistle to try and fake a little bit, and Adam does fall through, which does mean we get the tag, and this is right next to Painter's, by the way. We got hooked basement. We haven't used his Painter's yet. We see a gen pop at the back end, but hopefully we're able to get a Painter's on a differently progressed generator as well, and
we do see...
insane, Gohan? Does he have 5... Did he hook Adam and get a stack of Stabiffle?
I think he... Wait... Did he, or did he hook?
No.
But he did hit him down. So
yeah, he had a
He hit him down. So no, he didn't get a spiffle from the hook, because that would have been.
Where did he get the 5th one from? He got it from Ace.
Must have got it from Ace or something, because they're pretty sure. Yeah, he did chase. He chased Ace beforehand. Then he got the tag on him before he went back to the for the tunnel out. So yeah, he did get it. We're not skitzing it. Spiffle doesn't have a secret new change where if you hook someone, you also get a sack. That would have been very behavior-like to do that, though, so I wouldn't be surprised. Considering the new changes, as if people haven't looked at the new PTB changes, do feel free to. It's quite the doozy if you look at it. You'll probably be quite annoyed for all your killer players out there, but anyway, disregarding all that, we're going to go back to the match, and we're on 1 generator remaining small. This is not looking too good for Sentry right now.
No, Requimish have been on the mode as we have all of them injured though, so I dare say we might even be tripling that gen. And honestly, Adam's been juicing up while we were talking about that 9.2 patch, but we do finally break that God Rock, which should have happened a while ago. We don't have Lither or anything, so if we're able to play it well, but we lose the 50-50 there, we get the dog dash. It feels like Sentry hasn't really been using Snug as much as he's able to. Snug only has a 3-second cooldown. We see Adrenaline on Adam too, so we've completely lost our tunnel out here, and he's just going to commit anyway. If I was...
So if the stream heard us talk about the X sets upcoming, so hopefully... we'll just talk about it during the next intermission, so we should be all good and at him now though, hopefully. So we are coming in. Gabu already finding 2 survivors off the rip behind main. That is not ideal, especially on the Mark II. That is definitely not good.
I'd like to pay attention to his build as well, because it's got some interesting perks, man.
Oh,
you got
yeah,
Sloppy Butcher, Rapid Brutality, again, like similar sort of slot to Save the Best for last. I think Rapid's a bit of a more consistent perk than Save the Best for what you're looking for here on the Handmaster for those 2 taps. Sloppy Butcher on the M1 kind of makes sense. I don't think it's a very strong perk anymore, given how many healing perks are allowed and how good those healing perks are. And we do see Gabo getting a little bit more creative with the Hound there, but unfortunately just getting jiggied away from the pallet there by I think that's Hanato. And a little bit of lag is still happening here as Hanato uses his brain to sort of telepathically throw that down. But we do get the dog back out the power. We do break the power, but the 10% hinder is in play, sort of hindering our life just a little bit. We should be able to get a cheeky tag here though, but again, some internet issues going on, but that's okay. We just power through it as we take the chase at main building, and he's doing a pretty good job so far, keeping away from this power. But this is a top you don't want to be the power master. Right? A very nice block there from Gabo as he do the tech where you sort of wait for the dog to let go, give a hinder, and then I think I see what he's doing. He's taking the hinder, and then he's getting rapid, so that way they're 10% slower, he's 5% faster. He's effectively 15% faster than them for like a couple seconds, basically. So this is tier 3. Almost essentially, so we should be able to get the down here with the dog if he jumps over the power, but although we did get Snug not jumping over that power and not biting, which is a shame, but we are continuing to chase that main building here. Deadlock coming into effect on the upstairs generator. We unless it's still corrupt, regardless, Deadlock is now in effect. We unfortunately don't quite make the Snug leap onto main building as we do go upstairs. This is not balance landing, by the way. This was our live player, so he is just going to be trying to vault back in, but that will be a grab from Gabu and a fantastic start to the game there. But Again, you know, we got the survivors cranking the motors pretty hard, and Deadlock is going to be coming in clutch here. But that being said, we don't have any regression, so we have a lot of free time bought from Deadlock. It is 25 seconds now, so you know, you got nearly a couple minutes of you know, frozen gen progress essentially. It's basically like having an extra gen essentially, Deadlock, in a lot of ways. But not a very high progress gen for Deadlock to block, which is good news for Gabbo as he takes chase up to Roy here, and it's going to be a bite from Snug that will also deep wound him. And when you get bit by Snug as well, you don't get the speed boost from being injured, so he's gone nowhere essentially. And if he goes over this pallet, he's going to get grabbed. And he has a teammate here to help him out. He gets a tag, but that's about it, man.
Hey, I thought you do get a speed boost from getting tagged. Oh, okay, damn. That's okay. Good to know. Thank you for informing me about that. Swamp, I think Swamp is coughing up his lungs a little bit.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, if it's not bites you doing a vault animation, you don't get a speed boost, which is stupid. But,
okay. That is weird.
It's weird. It's like one of the only times you get infected and don't get a speed boost. I think the only other time that happens is a plague injure from infection.
Yeah. Yeah, that is quite the interesting moment there, and also with the hindered as well. So that's only if they fully get out of the away from Snug, obviously. Like if they just naturally get away from Snug and then they get the hindered, correct?
Yeah. Like if Snug gets off of the survivor by any means other than Haymaster hitting them, they get the hinder. So if they pallet stun Snug, they get the hinder. If Snug lets go of them, they get the hinder. If they drop off a high object, it causes Snug to let go, and that also gives them the hinder. So you do see a lot of these players trying to do the thing where, you know, you get Snug to grab them, and they wait until Snug lets go, so they're hindered for 10 seconds by 10%, and then they tag them with Rapid Brutality to sort of try and make it easier for them to catch up. I think it's a lot of dancing around that doesn't really have a huge payoff. I don't think it's that big of a deal. In most situations. Comp players generally don't get too tapped by Handmaster. And we do see Gabbo as well playing super safe here, just trying to camp Roy down to second stage. We do see that main building gen popping in the background, but we're 99ing it. Very smart plays with Lirasan, leaving it up there nice and done, so that way whenever Deadlock does come into play, it will go to the main building generator, which is very, very smart, and then good play around, and then they'll be popping that last. Really good gen to do that on too, because the Handmaster's not really going up there. She doesn't really give a shit about it. And if she dry kicks it, you can get her up from being 99 pretty damn easy. So very good way to play around Deadlock there, and very smart plays with the Survivor Gohan.
Yeah, indeed it is, and I do believe we are having not the best of internet issues, but we should be cutting in and out, so we apologize for any problems with that. But we are going to be coming back to this game, and we are currently on 3 stages, 2 fresh, so it's 3 gens remaining. So it's looking like Gabbo might be able to get this dub for his team, but unfortunately, we do see the stun onto Sakudo. Or did I butcher that game?
Sakuda.
Sakuda. Okay, Sakuda.
I think.
I butchered it. My bad. My apologies, Lirasanmarine. The languages are not there for me right now. But we do see another stun onto the Shack Pallet as well. That is not ideal for the killer of Gabbo. But I will be right back, as I believe I have dinner. So Swamp, carry us for a bit.
Okay, solid casting, very well. But yeah, very well played from Gabbo so far. He's done a fantastic job using Snug to the best of his ability. A good difference between Sentry and Gabbo that we have seen is Gabbo's a lot more liberal with his usage of Snug, where, you know, he uses him basically off cooldown in appropriate ways, where essentially he was very reserved with Snug, treating him like he had a very long cooldown when, you know, when Snug comes back to the Handmaster, his cooldown is only 3 seconds, which is absurd. But he is going to be taking the chase here. I think all he needs to do now is maybe get another fracture and he should be good to go. We see another gen getting blocked in the background. And the bad news for Gabbo is that gen all the way out the top of main is 99'd. So as soon as that deadlock's gone, it's getting popped, and there it goes. Doors are ready. We need to get it down. I'm not actually too switched on with how the hooks have been going. I'll be honest, I'm sort of zoned out a little bit. We do find the down into Roy, which is huge, but I think he needs another down. Roy is Deathhook, but I'm pretty sure we need someone else. And we do find, I think this is Sakuda here on the Jake Park. So as long as we get the hook onto Roy and Sakuda, I believe we have taken the W on the Handmaster set. And all things considered, this killer has not been doing well. And we do find N as well, lurking nearby on the Claudette, but we're just going to be taking our kill onto Roy and then likely picking Sakuda, and then camping him to death in the end game, and that should be a big dub for us, I'm pretty sure. If that hook stage is to be believed, I think this is enough to win, but let me check the casters chat just to double check. But we have the doors open. I think they're trying to bait They're trying to get this power save because I'm pretty sure they need to get this power save in order to win, but we missed the snug dash. I don't think they have any means to sort of get there in time to get the hook, so we are able to get to Sakuda. Sakuda is fresh, and this is 5 hooks, so I believe this is WinCon met. We've big W. All we need to do is just camp them, and we don't need to worry about it. But it looks like they're trying to play for the save a little bit here. As yeah, this is 3 fresh at 5, whereas the last game was 2 fresh at 5. So this is a big W on the side of Requimish. So very well played from Gabu, and good efforts from Lirasan and the survivors as well. They played incredibly. They were super gen efficient, very smart plays, playing around that deadlock, clocking that nice and early, so it didn't get in their way, and then popping that gen as soon as deadlock was done at the top of the main. Very very smart plays all around, and showing why deadlock isn't that great of a perk in a lot of situations. But regardless, they still got to dick around and 99 that gen with deadlock, so it has its uses. But maybe something like Pain Res or Eruption would have been a better play here. But yeah, I'd be very happy to just sit here, and I think with Snug at his side, he should be able to just camp this in. That's perfect. 3 fresh, 7 stages. What a wonderful game. So very well played from both sides, and that's the Handmaster set going to the side of Requimish as we head on into the second match, which will be. I'm expecting
the crowd what is being used.
I'm expecting from the artist add-ons just to be like Severed Hands and Ink Egg. It's what I used last game. It's her strongest add-ons. Technically, her strongest add-ons are probably like Matthias Baby Shoes, but I know artist players hate that because it's basically like training wheels for artist. The old Baby Shoes, which is just shows survivor auras when they're near crows. It just means you don't really have to think about timing your crows or doing any guessing. You just kind of fire it when you see the red go in front of the crow. But yeah, on Ratchet Shop again, we've only had one other artist game against Synergy and Omen, as we were talking about before, and it went pretty interestingly for both sides. I think both sides did pretty well that game, and I'm curious to see
I think it
how
was
our
a,
Asian brothers and sisters do well.
I feel like it was just a showcase of how differently you can play artist.
Yeah,
Because you had the idea of just spam birds, like just go all ham on them. But
yeah, I mean,
then
the
Neckbeard
local.
had the idea of chasing, like preferring chase. Okay, we see a double up, we see a combination, we see 7
All right, we
hands,
have
and is that the festering carrion?
there's Festering Carrion and Severed Hands. So Festering Carrion, it means the birds stick to you for longer. And Severed Hands probably needs no introduction for our pub players out there. It makes the birds basically infect you to other people. And we do see a Killer Instinct over there in that tile, which could be for someone being in a locker after getting rid of the birds, because of course you need to jump in a locker to get rid of the birds. But also playing Miss Fucci, one of artists' many legendary skins. Her greed sickens me. But looks like we're going for the old 1 bird snipes here that I was trying to do in my own game. Unfortunately, Dan here does have the shit window that he goes, he's got to kick the wall for, and we're also chasing the gamer that does have live, so we're not going to be able to get a quick tag here. But I think with the zoning with this bird, it's going to force Den to go a little bit wide here, but we're going to be using our birds again to do a bit of zoning, and this is a really good setup here. It just kind of means and it's kind of just forced to leave this tile and try and go for an edge map filler, but no edge map filler to be seen, so we're going to be getting fed a free M1 down. I think if he timed that right, he would have been able to down it. Once again on ours, rapid brutality on artist. I guess we like our rapid brutality.
Yeah, they love the rapid brutality.
Do we see a snipe here? I think that's going to be splitting hairs.
No shotgun today. For the crowd who don't know, when I refer to shotgun, I refer to the birds just being all placed just in a massive group, and it just basically just destroys any chance of you avoiding said bird. So I'm not saying normal shotgun, so don't demonetize me, YouTube. It's not normal shotgun, okay, YouTube? It's just the term.
We're taking a chase on the micro big here outside the main side of the map, but with this power, I think you can just do a pretty decent zone with the birds, and Micro Bug already just opting to just pre-leave that tile, but unfortunately running directly into Miss Fucci. That's going to be the first down of the game, the first hook as well. As the Jengas does get popped in the background, I'm hoping for our killer's sake we do have some pain resist nearby. Unfortunately, our pain resists go nay, as they are indeed horse. These are some horse pain resists. They're terrible, as none of them are at main. And as soon as this hook comes through and realize that there's no pain resist, it's probably going to be the call no pain resist a main. And we're probably not going to be seeing many pain resist until later in the game when people start going towards the shack side of the map. But we do get a cheeky snipe onto Sakuda there, and if we're able to follow that up with an injury, that'd be huge for a little bit of a cheeky snipe. But I think instead we're using our birds to just sort of see if anyone's rotating up the side of main to sneak for this pull, because we know someone was near this generator. Either they pre-left up the other side of main to try and get that save, or we get another tag onto Sakuda, but unfortunately, we do have a locker near him, so it doesn't really do much other than sort of waste his time a little bit. And now we play the artist game of stand in front of the hook and shoot birds. Ooh, nearly finding end there. I don't think that would have
got
given
Killer Instinct.
Nah, it's too far away.
You think? I feel like it was
It's
just
got to
right, like
be.
just
It's got to be a near miss. Like the birds basically have to be touching you to get killer
yeah.
instinct.
Oh,
It's
oh,
not generous at all.
yeah, I see, I see. Oh, we do see that. Yeah, it's just indeed. It's just honestly, this is giving me flashbacks to what you did to me, Smog, on my first talk, where you were just like peppering everyone else while I was just chilling there, just struggling. But
Yeah,
we do
it's the
see,
artist one.
yeah, exactly, yeah. I do know that it's just unfortunate. It's just the way it's played. But yeah, we do see actually not going for the trade down
Over the window.
onto micro, but we do get to make the window though. But now the question is, does he make anything else? No, he does. Okay, he makes it behind main. Does avoid, and we did see another gen pop as well. Two gens for one hook. Honestly, this is amazing.
Yeah, Lirasanmarine is doing a fantastic work here. And just making quick work of everything. We've seen another gen pop in the background as we get it down onto N, but thankfully N did die next to a Painrose as well, so we're able to use one of our Painrose tokens. We might even be able to take this Painrose. Unfortunately, not able to find it quick enough as we're not using our Painrose. We're just opting to go back into our 3-gen and hook on the same hook that we had Micro Bug on. And maybe play a bit more defensively again. I think it's a bit of a misplay there. I feel like you take that Painless and you play aggressive or down onto Micro Bug at Shack, but instead we go for the far hook into our 3-gen and
Mm.
we let Micro Bug get reset there in the background. But the good news for Den is that he does have. Oh, this might even be a 4-gen. Where's his 4th gen? Is he in the
I think
middle
it's
of a
behind
4-gen?
him.
It is
I think
too.
it's behind him. Yeah.
It is.
I think he's
Yeah.
got. I'm pretty sure he's got. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's right next to the hook.
gens
He's got a
behind him.
disgusting 4-gen.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand why he did this now. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
disgusting.
So this is why he doesn't care about whether or not he's got pain res behind main because he doesn't need it because he can just you know completely ignore it. And he's also got eruption, so I guess that helps. And if only we got this bout. If only we got this Nosy. Oh, sorry, I should be saying Nosy is in the background, but yeah. Oh, if only we got this this for our killer, or either it would have been pain. But we're seeing the absolute demolishing of what artists can do if she does indeed get this kind of RNG. But right now we do see the double save happening here, so we hopefully we can get N out of this 4-gen area ASAP because not looking too bright if we do die in these spots. We do take the eruption,
Oh no.
eruption proc, but we are this is not ideal.
No, we try to go for the beamer save there. We're going to be taking the Painers onto Roy, which is another fresh hook. It's another generator. And I think we had Claudette sort of zoned just a little bit there. But she's going to be able to break away and go down to the other side of the map outside of the generators, which is really good. And I think Den is going to be just committing as we do find Claudette once more at the crane, but I think crane part is still up, but he's running back into the gens. I don't know if this is where you want to be going, big mate, but we also have a bird still lingering here. There should be a down with the bird, but no, he doesn't fire it. He instead walks into it, but he gets the other bird down anyway because he was swarmed. So very good setup from them there. Fantastic use of the artist birds, and we're able to drag and all the way back into our generators and just
Yep.
do it all over again.
Back to the gens we go.
Yeah, back into the spider's web, into the artist's web.
I feel like this is gonna just be a long game, honestly, with how these gens set up are and where the hooks are. I feel like this is just gonna be quite a long game unless yeah, to be fair.
It looks a bit grim for the artist. Like, I know that she's got a pretty strong 4-gen, but it's sort of like a war of attrition where those eruption blocks are going to be eating away at your gen kicks, and eventually you're going to run out, and eventually they're going to be able to sneak a pull like this one and just go to the other side of the map, and there's not much you can do about it. Really?
Right now.
Yeah, which is exactly what they're doing. Unfortunately, it looks like Sakuda. I'm quite surprised he didn't take the swing there. I thought he would have been out of BT, but Sakuda nearly buggered up that save. Thankfully, he was able to take the hit for end there, and they're going to be rotating back over to Shack. We were able to infect Sakuda with the birds. If he gets too close to, and he's going to be able to. Oh, really not a stun. Good patience from Sakuda there, but that does reset the swarm cooldown on his birds. So he might be able to get a quick down to Sakuda, but instead he's going to be concerned about his generator going back to his little 4-gen nest here, as this generator is slowly but surely running out of kicks as we apply eruption to it once more. We did see a swarm happening there on Micro Bug. We're able to get a follow-up, but no follow-ups happening there onto Micro Bug as he does sort of just split the hairs there, and Micro Bug dodges all of the artist crows, which is great for him, but unfortunately not quite hitting the checkies too well, as he does does get tagged there at that pallet, but thankfully we should be able to rotate away from this pallet. We are lagging just a little bit. We're struggling, but we're back to it. We're in that 480p pixel land. I can't quite tell what's going on, but I'm assuming we're going to be chasing Renato down to the other side of the shack pallet here, as we do get the down, as I heard it just come through there. And that one was right next to a pain res, I'm pretty sure. So we should be able to get that pain res, that eruption proc as well. So it's not looking terrible for our killer here, Gohan. And we also do find Sakuda lurking nearby.
Yeah, and I believe I also heard pain res as well be used, so that is not ideal for the opposite side. And I do hear that we are breaking the shack as well. It looks like the stream is slowly making its way back to it's making its way. It's slowly coming back to normality. And it seems like we are back to normal now, so we aren't watching a little bit of a Nintendo 64 graphics moment where the drivers are just like, oh nah, we ain't working today, chief. But we are back. We do find Sakuda here all the way at the edge tile as well. And well, welcome to Artist, everybody, where it's zone everything and hold W.
The Zona has arrived. Unfortunately, somehow that being a swarm just out of range there on Sakuda. If I was Den, I'd be mad, but thankfully we did get the tag anyway, and we're going to be following on with a Rapid Brutality chase down. And this might even just net us it down, but instead of chasing Sakuda, we're going to be going back to Microbug and just making sure he dies on the hook. Yeah, no one's coming in for a last second save, but I think they just sort of reserved the fact that Microbug is going to be dying on the hook, and they're just going to be committing to the generators on the other side of the map as he does go into death. So I said it was looking grim for Requmish, but Lirasan's able to pop a generator as Eniz just pushed off that generator, and I'm pretty sure he can't kick it anymore. So as long as we have someone just slowly working that gen regression, and we don't have Sakuda feed right next to the hook, which is happening right about now, we should be good to go and try and get some outs here going.
I feel like they're going to ping pong that middle gen and then main. I feel like that's the more probable one, but then again, I could be wrong. It could be they go to the edge at 2, the generator at 2, but hopefully they're able to just slug away at this this gen while Sakuda here is in chase all the way at 11 here. But hopefully, as we know, Artist is the zoning killer, and you just have to hold W. So that is what they're going to do, and they doesn't look like they are going to be working on that. Oh, they're going to be working on... Okay, no, there's 2 people at that mid-gen, so yeah, Den is going to switch targets and absolutely just run over here, because... Actually, let's see. Does he have any more kicks? Bad news, Bears. This is what you were talking about.
Yeah, you got to commit to your survivor that's worth the most, and I'm pretty sure that is Mr. Sakuda himself. Actually, I think they were pretty even, honestly. So if you chase anyone, I mean, he does chase the Roy, and I think he's just sort of accepted the fact that that gen's gone. So he's gonna try and get a crit down on the Roy.
Yeah, Sakuda is the only one left that is threshold. So he can go for anyone, and Sakuda is like his main target. But I can't remember who his other pain res is, though. I don't know who his second pain res, though. That's what I don't know. You think Roy? Okay, so Roll's one is that last one. But we do see that last generator is gonna be finally done. But unfortunately, yeah, we're kind of in a little bit of a zoning situation yet again. But we have another pallet. This is, if only we had this. We did not have the best RNG when we were on the serve side, and unfortunately, that's just how certain maps go with RNG. But
yeah,
back to this game.
Shafted.
Yeah, sometimes yes, exactly. Sometimes you just don't get lucky. But unfortunately, Rolls wasn't able to get anywhere ideal. But hopefully, they're able to. Oh, these doors.
Well, we got bash doors.
These doors are nasty.
We've got a hook right in between both doors, but like
and he knows that someone's here as well, so he can kind of just like. To be fair. Yeah, I don't think unless he slingshot it, but I don't think you have enough distance to get a slingshot effectively, especially not with like you got to protect this this hook as well. So I don't feel like you can get a slingshot going. Never mind. I stand corrected. You can at least get the 1-2. You can at least send one bird, wait, and then send another. So, hey, maybe he actually can commit this. So he does. Okay, so he does commit the door. They get rolls. Wait, are they gonna be able to get out? And do you care? You get to stay where the killer aura is. Oh yes, I love seeing the killer's aura when probably getting comms that danger zone. I am in chase. Someone please help.
Yeah, your rapid response on a terrible poke against us because you are in and out of the lockers quite a bit, so it doesn't hurt to have it. But we do take the chase on here onto Roy.
Oh, body
Who
blocking.
is
Here we go.
our death block. But we do see a body block coming here from Sakuda. This could be bad for
Oh,
Sakuda though. Like if you get a tag here, quick hit of your birds, this could actually mean death for
he
Sakuda.
used
If
all
Sakuda
three though.
dies,
He
he's
used all
worth
three.
more. He did use all three. You're right. And Roy does take the down from him, so this will be a 7-stage 4 fresh game for Requimish here, which on Artist not bad at all. I wouldn't be too pressed about that result. He
Oh, no,
played
no, it
super
was
safe, super well, and there was
7-3.
7-3. That's what I said.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought for some reason my brain heard 4. I went.
No, 7-3.
My brain naughty. Oh, my
Oh no, it's
food.
8. Is it 8?
It's 8-3. Yeah, because the death
8-3.
on rolls.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because
So
we had
8-3.
death on rolls, death on micro.
Hook. He was in deja vu, and so thankfully, Synergy
I
was able to
do.
get him out of that pickle.
I think I
Because
do
that's a pretty
believe
big
that.
pickle.
I believe Hunter also did the same thing where he did a little bit of an oopsie and died at main as well. So
Great
both
scenes.
both
Glorious
top
leaders.
dog boys were dying in the incorrect death spots, which was not ideal for both sides. But hey, it was an amazing match. But we now
Praise be
have
to our glorious leaders.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, praise to the lords. But unfortunately, now we are going to go right back in with Sentry's killer. So he has to at least get 9 stages. He can just go. He honestly could just go for 9 stages to refresh if he really wanted to. But if he wants to confirm it, you may as well just go 9 stages full fresh, because that just confirms the dub because you win over fresh hooks.
Gonna be a tough game though for you for
Oh my,
Sentry as it loads
this-
in. Oh
What is
yes,
this?
baby.
Wait, what is
Yes,
this
baby.
build? Is insane.
Got the Shaman Artist with the Severed Tongue as well, which does give us a bit of movement speed after we send our crows there. It just means we get to like M1 faster basically after we send a crow. It's quite a nice little comfort out on. No egg again,
is
which I'm
this
quite
build?
surprised about. But yeah, pretty disgusting Pentimento Shaman build with the
I hate
Blood
this.
Favor Pentimento.
I Swan complained he didn't run this against us. That would have.
This was a build that I
for us.
had, by
Thank
the
you.
way. This was
Oh,
one of my
God.
builds that I was trialing. But the problem with
Thank
scrimming a
God you
totem
didn't.
build is once they know it's a totem build, you know, you can't stop them from cleansing your totems, hey?
Oh
You
yeah,
just,
yeah.
figure it
no,
out.
that's
You know,
fair.
obviously some of you spring on a team and you don't scrim the totem builders. We already see Blood Favor going out before it gets any value there. Residual Mouth.
Oh,
is
yeah,
coming in on the
as
side of
you
Shirelli.
as you said,
Yeah.
as you
Residual
so
Mouth has actually
spoke, you spoke it into existence. Blood Favor is gone instantly.
Blood Favor going in something. So we're down to Devour and Ruin, which, you know, Ruin's still really good of an artist plug, all things considered, and that does mean that we have a nice little slot there for Pentimento when we do need it, but with our blindness
Ooh,
out
a
on
little
here,
bit
we're
of
not quite able to keep an eye out on our totems. We don't know where they are because of Residual Manifest, so we can't stalk them with the crows.
Yeah, I do.
Save here.
I believe also we did see. Oh, never mind. I was about to say that Charlie did quite a good little jiggy over towards the 11 tile, but then he's a little bit of a falling into Killer's arms. Not ideal, but I'm pretty sure none of the team knows that it's like Ruin, Blood Favor, or just the fact that they've got probably know that it's Ruin and that they've gotten rid of one totem. I'm sure they know. I'm sure they've come to the team like, hey, it's just got totems. Just slug out the gens. Just don't worry about anything else, really.
Undying is universally banned, and of course I get it that there's Pentimento now, and they've already gotten rid of one totem, so they probably assumed it was Blood Favor. They're probably not aware of the Devour, though, is the thing, though, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's the only one they're not aware.
Really good timing from Sentry, by the way. Fantastic read from him. A good swarm with 7 hands as well. There's going to be a fantastic follow-up, including
Also, yeah, I was gonna say he got the stack for it too.
Yeah, he got the stack as well as the crows, which is huge.
I'm
Unfortunately, no follow-up
that's-
there with
wow.
with the swarm, which is a shame. But we are going to be playing for a fresh here as we take the tag onto Sin, and we will likely commit here, nearly whiffing it. But we do see, I think that was Devour, or no, that was our Pentimento going in the background. Devour is still there, so no more Pentimento. We have a totem in the main building, which a lot of teams don't really check. So that could be our Ruin or our Devour. Whatever it is, it's gone. That was our Ruin. So Devour is still up. We got Devour Andy right now. We've got a bit of Pentimento, and we do get the down there at the edge map, which is huge to see.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that once you know that it's like there's totems on the board, I feel like main's like one of the first areas you would check, would you not? Because there's like usually like a dedicated spawn in main, so you usually would, especially if you're running around main as well, you would usually calm that out. And
unless
sure
unless they've seen another lit totem that isn't Pentimento, they still don't have any idea about Devour. It's the last one.
Yeah, they definitely don't. I don't feel like they do, because where is that last one? It's all the way.
Nowhere near any gens.
No one's really
so
chased either.
I don't think it's going to get found until we get that 3 totem, unless they just stumble upon it for some reason. But we have Pentimento back up in that main building, which is good because it's right next to the hook. So if we wanted to play defensively, we could. But I think we really want our second token to devour here. But we see that second token coming through there to get a nice little tag onto Renato. This is really bad because that reset our Crow cooldown, which means we can get a follow-up shotgun.
Shotgun,
Here,
maybe.
hopefully able to get it, and then we do get the
there
down
it
from
is.
Renato. Great to see. I think we're gonna go check out Pentimento because I think we've just clued in that hey, they probably know it's in there. Let's just make sure they're not doing it. No one's doing it. Go, Pentimento's still working. Let's get a hook. Let's get a third stack. Find that fourth fresh and make everyone
and
panic. And we did see a reset coming through.
Yeah. So I feel like I don't know about you, Swamp, but I feel like if you're running this kind of build for artists and you start pegging like the birds at those like those areas where your totems are, I feel like that's kind of like just a done deal. Like they're gonna go for it now. I feel like.
In a way, you know, people might not.
I feel like that was why. Because I'm not gonna lie, we also had a little bit of a idea of running a little bit of some totems, but we also thought the same thing. Like if they know and we start pegging birds at it, then it's kind of just like gone. As I say, the Penti is gone again.
Well, can you get the down before the hook? If you can, it's huge. Oh, that's
he
huge.
does.
That's huge.
And he gets it with birds too. He gets it with birds as well. So they don't even realize it's still in the back pocket, and he's got it at full force.
Third token. Okay.
He's
this
in
could
it.
shit could hit the fan going.
I feel like now we're gonna see a much faster game, and he's already got 4 sages 3 fresh, so he can just kind of just get the ball rolling and snowball from this. But I feel like it. Wait, that totem's like in the edge. That is a
it's far away. It's in a
spot.
good spot. It's got really lucky with it.
Like,
if he finds Sin here, he's gonna get clobbered directly in the skull, and he's not gonna think about it. But we're about to find out about Poke, but no, he is at hedge map. And if we get a cheeky little M1, that'd be huge. Unfortunately, we the M1 running into the corner.
No, he's fishing for it. He wants it. He wants the insta down. He's looking for it.
He gets to enter with the Crow, which is great, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not too sure. We see the 4 stack coming through onto Devour as well, so as soon as this unhook happens from Sin, we can start killing people. We now know Devour is in play. We know we're at 4 stacks. We know this is our 5th stack. It's shit is hitting the fan.
Yeah, no, it's as you prophesized. It's the ball is now metaphorically rolling with artists right now, painting their way to victory now with all the birds around the map. And yeah, now it's now we're getting another down probably. Yep. Now it is bad news bears, because once he gets this hook, I believe, yes, Saruman is also on that first hook as well. So now he's just gonna keep sending out birds. He sent it. He did send one towards his totem, but I don't know whether or not the team caught on to that. I don't think they did, but I think the more birds he sends towards that area, I feel like the more earlier they're going to clock on that, hey, this is probably where our totem is.
Well, he's going for the unhook, I think, and then we're just going to consign Saruman to his death, so we're going to be seeing a 5-stack Devour more in a comp game. Oh no, we're waiting. We're fucking waiting. They can't do it.
They're trying to decide. Yeah,
You're double camping at this point. It's crazy. Like, you can't save Sin, or else you kill Saruman. So they're just gonna let Sin die, and then just let Saruman go up on the hook once Sin's dead. You're basically cross-map camping. It's actually ingenious.
Oh, that is
crazy.
That's
funny.
Oh, that is disgusting. Oh yeah, I'm surprised he actually didn't just pick him up after Sin died. But that is the 6-3 now. So we're getting closer and closer. And considering, I'm definitely. I feel like Andy was definitely like looking around the map trying to figure out where this totem is, and they found it. We got it, but I feel like it's a little bit too late though, because it's
costed death. Like, he didn't get the 5th stack for the Devour, but he may as well have, because it killed Sin. Like, they couldn't save Sin.
Yeah.
Or else it would have killed Saruman. So it's just a free kill regardless. So it's huge value. And it's fantastic down onto fucking Andy.
Yeah. I feel like it's now. I feel like now they've just done it. Lirasan. I feel like it's
winning the artist set probably.
I feel like they got it.
They have to get
it. Unless
no way.
Unless Shorley and Saruman here can just absolutely juice like 2 gens with 1 chase, or like like going back and forth. I feel like they could get it, but they have to not get any more downs after this one, because now it is 7-4.
Yeah,
and considering Penti's up now, that's not looking too good. So
Penty's up. You got 2 gens left. They're not high progress. You got to
Yeah,
get
it's
handy.
as much as I want to be a believer, I just don't see it happening, unfortunately.
You got
As
your
much as I
fresh
want,
basement too, so you get
yeah,
your damn
exactly. Like
basement
as much
even.
as I want to be a believer for Requimish to get this dub for the 2-0, I
They
just
got the
don't see it
blight though.
happening, unfortunately.
It'll
I
probably.
just,
I think Requimish will clutch up on the blight set though. You got Gabby Blight. I believe in
oh
Gabby
yeah,
Blight.
true. Yeah, we do got the blight set. So yet again with, I don't want to I don't want to I don't want to sound like a broken record, but yet again we're seeing like just like with Synergy versus Omen, we're having a 2-1 like a 1-1 situation with an artist in the middle. But instead of it being first, it's the second one. But honestly, I'm not. Honestly, I love seeing like the more like the more non-pick killers, because then we get to see more new new players in the scene,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we get to
Always
see
good
the
to see.
variety of who plays what. Like we just see here, Sentry is running a full totem build, Neckbeard was running like a chase build, you were running a spam build, like, and then we also had Den running this like pretty similar build to what you had with spamming. So like
You got this gamer here running
it's
like the tongue build, so
yeah,
you get the
exactly.
silver
Like we
tongue, so that
we
way you
get
can
to
just
see
fire
quite a
crazy
large
shit.
variety. That's what I love
Ooh.
about these sets though, is like they got such a variety of like styles that you can kind of just do whatever. Also, that was very unfortunate for Shirley that he's picked up the bird, so Sentry was able to still get that second bird up and ready to go for the down. So that unfortunately I believe is game, because now they win off, even if they do get the last gen, they would win off the fresh hooks. Yeah, so that is game. So we are going to be going to game 3 with Blight on Gas Heaven. We're probably going to be seeing Gabber on the Blight. Would you have any idea who would be playing the Blight for Lirasanmarine? Because
I'm not sure. Maybe Sentry.
I'm not idea.
Sentry's basically played every killer so far, right? He played the first killer. I'm pretty sure for
True.
He played Handmaster.
Yeah, he did.
He played Artist.
He
He
did
probably
play.
played Blight too. Unless they got a dedicated Blight blade, I'm just too stupid to memorize. But we're thinking that we're stealthing in the basement, which is interesting.
Oh.
I think we're probably just doing a gem. Good
Okay.
use of the crows though to scout the
yeah, I was gonna
lockers,
say, yeah,
just
good
get
use of
gems.
the birds to see if someone's actually in a locker. That's quite cheeky.
We might find Sorman here. We are checking lockers nearby. Sorman is in this tile, but Sentry is none the wiser as he's checking the edge map fella. Sorman's probably here to try and cleanse that Pentimento, which is why Sentry's also over here trying to have a look. He seems pretty convinced that he's around here, but I think he's just giving up
If
on
we
that.
could
He's
take
just
a
gonna go
look.
send a bird.
I would love to actually see where Sorman is right now.
Probably on the Pentimento. If I dare say so myself, with the gen still regressing, he might have 6-7 Andy trying to do the main building gen, just dodging these birds real nice with a.
Oh, yep, he is it.
That's exactly
So
what
yeah,
we see.
he's at main.
So we take a bolt with the main, and we just got to try and run around main. We see the Pentimento popping in the background, trying to get his last giant done, but I really doubt it. I wouldn't be surprised if Sentry's able to get the snap, but no. Really nice spacing from Andy here, allowing the burst to just come off before dodging back into the artist, but due to that way that he went wide, went wide, wasn't able to path correctly to the window and get it down. So he's also just going to be taking the hook onto 6-7 Andy because he's second stage, so we don't really need to slug him here, and try to find Sorman after to secure our 4k1 on artist, which is a really impressive result. Like 4k on artist is insane, and I can't believe Javal got that much value. That's nonsense. That's just nonsense. That's the sole reason that I think Sentry did so well here is because that stagger due to Devour, shitting the fan with like not able to unhook Sen, or else you get a Mori on Sorman and then Sen dying on hook, and then just having to rotate to the pickup on Sorman and finding Devour, cleansing it, getting Pentimento afterwards. Oh, it's just cooked, isn't it? It's just cooked.
Oh
and
yeah,
look like we're sitting
just...
a little bit of a bird stagger too.
Yeah. On the note of artist being quite an interesting pick, what killers would you say would be quite interesting to see some sets on while we close out this game with Sentry?
Well, ones that haven't been picked, like if we go like season 4, we've had some like new-ish killers with some changes, but we saw Singularity enter the pool again for the first time probably like a year. So I'd like to see some Singularity games. It's always a weird killer. I want to see more good games too. Both like
let me see.
Killers. But Animatronic, another one new to the pool, so I'd like to see that too.
Yeah, so the last time we... apologies for jumping in. The last time we actually saw Singularity was during Season 2, where we had it on DDS.
very nice play there from Sentry. Unfortunately, no birds to back him up here, so he's just going to have to fight this middle one off and hope that... Actually, if he fired it off, he might have actually hit Sormans. That's a bit of a misplay from Sentry, not firing his birds there and just waiting for them to expire. So that's a really big shame because he would have been able to get a nice little cheeky down there. But we're going to be able to get the down anyway over at the edge map over by 12, which is nice to see. And I dare say we've just sort of consigned ourselves to a cheeky 4K1. And he's going to go for the slug as well. 6-7 Andy is fresh. So, sorry, not fresh. He's injured, so I meant to say. So he's going to be, yeah, my mistake. I meant to say he's injured. So it's going to be a bit easier to sort of find him. And Sentry is close to where he is. And, we've sort of just crouched looking for a Sentry and found him out of the blue. And the glowing blue hair doesn't do us many favors in the form of stealth. So we're going to be taking the final chase here, trying to just, I don't know, crawl, I guess, but just have a good first chase. And oh my god, good last chase is what I meant to say. Very nice fast vault there from 6-7 Andy, able to avoid that M1, but I think with this bird swarm is just going to consign us to defeat, because he can't really afford to take this vault, because if he does and resets the swarm, we're just going to hop lock it here, which is a very intelligent play, all things considered. Swarman's on the literal other side of the map away from the hatch, so I don't think he's going to be crawling into it anytime soon. If anything, he'll bleed out, but a cheeky little 4K1 from Sentry there. Each team winning the other's picks. Yeah. It was interesting to see. And we saw Requmish take Handmaster and Lirasan take Artist.
Honestly, I feel like it's nice to see that happen, though, when the opposite team wins their non-picked killer set. So I feel like it just shows, like, hey, even if you guys are comfortable with it, you're never actually truly out of the park. Shaq 1, Shirley, Sin, and Andy. Michaela being used as a survivor. You don't see that a lot. That's quite an interesting go there. But Swamp, what do you feel like about this matchup that's going to happen? Because this is our last chance to see potential probably be playing on the killer set.
I'm interested.
Obviously for tonight, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, to tonight. I don't know. It's hard to tell, man. Like, I don't know how. I'm not too clued in on Lirasanmarine. I didn't cast any of the games last season. I didn't really catch many of the games either, so I don't know how well they fare on the Blight. I'm curious to see how he plays, though. This could be huge for Lirasan. You know, maybe they're goated Blight players, but, you know, Requimish also have a goated Blight in the form of Gabba, mate. So I'm keen to see how both teams go. And if I'm biased, you know, I'm rooting for Requimish, maybe. I'm a bit biased myself, but looking at the Blood's build, pretty stock standard stuff here. We got the Pop Eruption, Richard Fate, Corrupt as well, with the double speed that are forced on the Blood. Taking an opportunity here to get the break at the main building, and oh wait, potential this Requimish's Blood.
I want to say now, it's not actually forced to run those add-ons. People just run it because it's what everyone's used to. Yeah, you can run like different add-ons, obviously with intention of what's actually allowed. But yeah, most people are just opting to go for obviously the double speed because it's just better. Everyone knows it's like it's just better in every way, shape, and form, really. So it's just what you use. And unfortunately, we are going to see a very quick down onto Andy at the back of main. Not ideal, but hopefully we have a little bit of progress.
Lirasan's on Survivor, right? No,
yes, no. Lirasan is the killer. Requimish is the survivor.
I was like, I'm sorry, my brain's fried. I was like, wait, what's happening?
It's been
a long night, long day. But yeah. So okay, cool. So we do have potential, which is Lirasan Blight. That makes sense in my brain now. Okay, it's processed, but yeah, pretty early down there for Requimish survivors. But it's Blight, so go figure, right? We just got to get on the motors, get cranking, and Blight 4K1 result, pretty stock standard. 4K1, 4K0 is pretty good. If you can 4K0 the Blight, I think that leaves Requimish Blight in a pretty good position to 4K1 there, and I dare say that'd be pretty comfortable. We see potential getting the unhook notification there, immediately running back, and I think we might have seen our tunnel out, kind of just run in front of him through main. I'm curious as to why this is. Pre-dropping the part in the middle there and then trying to go for a vault. Maybe this is our live player, but we go for a slow vault back, and I think with a swing down, we can hit the dead hard! Beautiful plays from 6-7 Andy. Fantastic work there. It looks like he's trying to keep the Blight on his tail. Oh, a bit of a bump there. Forced away from the pole. He nearly fatigued up with that too. Fantastic plays from 6-7 Andy. But he does unfortunately go down, and given that was dead hard, I am fully expecting a decisive strike to come out of this boy's back pocket. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. DS come through, and that's going to continue the chase. No gens pop just yet, but I'm sure they're pretty high progress as we continue the chase through the main building here, trying to play around. There's pretty shitty power at the back, as I'm sure that it's still up, but I'm curious to see how he plays it. And he's been playing pretty good tonight. Blight just taking the opportunity to take the breakdown. He's got all 5 rushes over. I don't think he makes the power at all go home.
Yeah, there's one gen though in the background. Hopefully, maybe in a second, and we do see the break happen onto the Paladin main as well. Andy is going for a generational chase right now, especially with that amazing body block as well to make sure the Blight doesn't absolutely go right on top of him. So now we are playing the hee ha ha Paladin on 4. Andy's not going to vault. Andy is, oh my, Andy is playing this immaculately right now.
He's winning every 50-50. Holy hell, he's on
three gens for, oh my. Because he used 1 dead hard and a DS, 3 gens pop. That is...
He dies corner too. What Andy, a generational run from Andy.
Andy, I tip my hat off to you. My metaphorical hat has been tipped straight to you, man. That was...
Fantastic.
That was an amazing chase.
Yeah, fantastic work from Andy there. Just buying Requmish all the time they need in the world with that chase. Genuinely just stellar stuff, mate. And not to mention as well, this is a DS dead hard player.
He even got the deli from that first part of that chase before he used like dead hard and DS. That is...
That's just
I feel like if he missed that dead hard, he still would have been able to get the DS anyway, but it wouldn't... But that would have meant that there would be no deli that quickly. But we do see the pop happen here, so now we are going to go back for our tunnel out, and the reset has happened, so now Andy is at full force, and with the chase we just saw him have, I feel like he's going to have a lot of resources now, so he's just going to be chilling, I feel like. Especially with that body block on the all 5 rushes as well. Andy's got like the entire box side to himself now.
Yeah, Shaq taking a 5 rush body block that's going to give Andy a huge boon there. He just has everything to work with. He's fully healthy, he has done up. He has all the
he knows.
And potential's just gone. I lose if I commit to this chase. This is going to be a low stage result. And he needs to get back to his gens and just try and chase someone else. Ideally find Shaq before he resets, but I'm pretty sure he's a medkit. So he's going to be able to heal himself up from that hit take. But we do find some lingering scratches nearby. At the edge map too. This is not a great power to be at for Sin, but I don't think he's going to get tricked on this edge map power. But we're trying to use a bit of bump logic. We do get hit through the power. That's not good, but we have Champion a lot in her back pocket there to try and make up for it. This does also affect the Blight's rushes, so he's not going to be able to rush immediately, or else it's going to bugger up his muscle memory. He has a pretty good jungle gym to work with here to Sin, so he can pre-drop that part and also go for a blind, but he fucks up the blind, which does mean he's probably going to get tagged. But no, he does successfully make that fast ball. Thank God. That would have been bad, but potential kind of biting back in a little bit there, but that media bolt will be Sin's downfall, as he does die right next to the activists as well, which is not a great thing from Requmish. This could swing back in Lirasan's favor, but we're down to 1 gen left as well, and honestly, we have such split gens here. Go on, this is looking really good for Requmish.
Honestly, if it wasn't for Andy, this match would be a completely different game. So, Andy absolutely carrying this serve set right now. Very, very well done to Andy, and we do see the reset happen. Wait, Chuck hasn't used any of his med kit. So he just got reset by Shirley then, or Andy. That's insane. And then we got the we'll make it back up. This is not looking too hot for potential right now with the 2-3 result, and with this gen so close to completion as well, and it not being a obsession working on it, because Andy's probably just working on main right now, or sorry, on Shaq or that generator all in the back there. So it's looking very grim for potential. Potential has to go for an absolute juicer of a snowball effect right now, but with how Requmish has been playing right now, I don't know if he'll be able to get it. But we're running back into the active again.
We do have a hit tank here coming in from Michaela.
That is true. That is true. We do have a hit tank, so at least it stops the eruption happening from so quickly. But we have that's
bit of
rough.
a miscom there on the side of Requimish there. Unfortunately, Sin dying again next to the actives too, even though Shaq was in position for a hit. We also see our eruption survivors. We know that the gens are being split, so we have Shaq and Ace. We know 6-7 is working the Shaq gen as well, so but he's afflicted still with Wretched Fate, so that gen is slowly chugging along. Hopefully should be done anytime now, but also we're trying to opt for some fresh hooks here, trying to find Shaq or Shirley to get a quick down onto, and maybe just bring us back into this game just a little bit if we're capable of. But at this point in time, we're just going to be applying our pop eruption there to that generator, and this gen of Shaq
it's not even our Deja too, so that's going to be wild.
Yeah, it's nowhere
Yeah,
near done, and
that's
we're also afflicted with a wretched fate, and we do find him here, but I don't
yeah.
think this is a chase potential once. He wants Shirelli or Shaq in this instance.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely. I feel like you'd go straight back for your tunnel out. Yeah, because you know that the Wretched Fate player is on that gen. You probably assume that he doesn't have Deja as well, considering it's taking so long. And Jack with an amazing jiggy there, potential. Unfortunately, missing that swing. So he isn't. He's going to get his rushes back quite quickly, having only used 3 rushes for that. So luckily, he's going to be able to get back right onto his gens. He has to find someone quick, otherwise, this gen is going to be chugging away, and I feel like 2 people are probably now at Shack right now. They're probably going to be ping-ponging 2 people at that generator next to main, and then 2 people at this Shack gen. And with how much progress there is, and considering there's a cheeky scene here, I think it's safe to assume they are doing a double split.
I mean, it's a sensible thing to do, right? You take one person in the shack, you take 2 people at the main building gen, and you have Sin just working this just doubling the shack gen with 6-7 here, as well as Shirelli and Jack doubling the main building gen, well, the gen next to the main building, and you're basically laughing around. Like you force the potential here to just try and take an unfortunate chase on either Shirelli or Jack and call it a day. Try and get himself a quick little fresh hook and just up his stages a little bit, make it a bit easy for his team when it does come up to their turn to play on the survivor end against Requimish White. But Shaq with some fantastic pathing here,
Oh
just
my!
able to
Oh
outrun
my!
all the potential, and the potential just unfortunately
Wait,
sliding on
where's
everything
Jack?
there and dodging everything. And Jack has just made for a generational run to the edge map here, as far away from as humanly possible from these doors, and just playing around this, these
Wait, he's also Delhi
jump
too.
piles. But he is Delhi too. That's true as well. So if they get this
If
door
they
by the
can,
main building open as well, he can just Delhi out and probably run out with a bit of a hit tank and a bit of BT, and he should be laughing. But even then,
oh nah, he's
you
dragging
can
him into
open
the.
Shack. He
Oh
goes
wait,
into the
he's
corner.
second
He has
guessed
to
it.
look in the
He's
corner.
going closer. Wait,
Yeah, he
this
has to
might
look in here.
actually.
You could get him out. You could.
I feel like yeah, no, I feel like if you can play this right, you get the hit tanks, you at least get the second stage survivors to take those hit tanks, and I feel like you're just out. Are you not? Because they got to if they open up one, he's at 3. Surely he just makes this out if they just work on the door.
Yeah, they just open the door and then just are in position for a hit tank. It shouldn't be a problem. Like, Andy can just open this gate and call it a day, right? Like, open both gates, just rip them open, and then you just get Sin in position for a hit tank here. You have Shirelli as well coming
I
up
feel like
behind
Sin's actually getting ready
Andy.
for maybe a flashlight save too, maybe as well. Unless he has,
Does
I
he
don't
have
know if he has
flashlight
enough
save now?
beamer. Does he have enough beamer? He
I don't
should
know.
have enough on his enough
I
juice
don't
to
think you
do
need
it.
you don't need a beam sub. We're not seeing a beam sub. We're seeing him set up for a hit take, because we have Dolorance in play, so he's just going to deli. He's going to be able to make it about halfway to the gate with his 10 seconds of
Oh
BT.
yeah, there we go,
Yeah,
there
it's
we go.
in
Yeah,
here
everyone's
to
here.
back it up. We see the deli come out. Potential. Oh, yeah, sprint burst too. So he's just off to the races as well. So
Oh,
a
oh
fantastic
no.
play there from Requimish. I think even if they catch
Wait.
up here, we have Shirelli here
Oh.
for a hit tank too. So we have about 3 bodies trying to help Michaela get out the door, and he does fatigue. But I am curious to see how they get out here. We could have hit him
I feel
right
like he
there,
could have
actually.
swung there. He could have swung. Oh
He took a
no.
swing onto
Oh
Shirelli,
no.
but 6-7 needs to take the hit here. But we do get down
Oh,
here, unfortunately, Jack. But Sin
that's
is
hard
probably
to.
nearby, as you said, with the beamer. We find the beamer anyway. We're just going to start clawing out of the gate. I think we're just going to have to accept the fact that Chak is a
Overcome.
lost cause and just cut our losses as we do force some boys out the
Wait,
gate. But is Sin
didn't
still
stay
in the
in.
map? Oh,
He's still at that
dearie.
one tile.
Oh, he is too. We have Andy here too for a hit tank, but we do find Sin. Is Sin worth less? They're
Uh-oh.
both worth equal, so
I
as
feel
long
like
as
they're
Jack or
both worth
Sin
the
get out, it's
same.
not that bad. They both
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
die.
they are. They
So
are.
as long
They're
as
worth the
one of
same.
them, yeah, it's fine. Like,
The only
yeah,
person that couldn't get
you're
down
not
was
taking this.
Shirley
You're
because he
welcome.
was also was a fresh hook. So that's going to be what? That's going to be 1, 2, 3,
6.
7
6,
stages.
3. No, 6, 3.
7, 3. Because Sin
7,
got 2 stages. Yeah, Sin got hooked twice. Andy got hooked twice. And
3. 3
then 8
fresh.
stages. 8
8
stages to
stages,
refresh,
3
correct?
fresh to win. For Blood Gas Heaven, that's a pretty cruisy win, Colin, because usually this kill's like either getting
Hey,
really high stages or he's 4K.
never count it out too much because we did just see Andy do that generational chase. So who's to say that Lirasanmarine, they're not out yet because they do have a heavy lineup on their surge. They have Microbug, Sakuda, Sentry, and Rolls One. So hey, it's quite a strong lineup. So you never know what will happen. But yeah, I will agree that in most cases, a 7 7 stages, a 3 fresh win con is quite cruisy, but with these teams, I don't feel like it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's
It's
hard to
hard to
tell,
say.
right? But like, I still think
Seventy-nine.
if you ask, I think you're looking at eight stages and what and going, all right, cheers, share that team. But looking at the blood bill, we have swapped out Richard Fate in favor of my alarm's going off by the way. My we swapped out Wretched Fate in favor of Call of Brine, which is a very like sensible swap out. I think Call of Brine is a pretty strong perk nowadays since he got buffed to 150% base regression. Also has the added information capabilities of where when you hit a good skill check on a Call of Brine generator, it gives the killer a loud noise notification. So a little bit of a combo of information as well as slowdown. But we do find Microbug right off the rip here as to break pallet, try and get a chase on him nice and early. He's immediately running to main, but he got 5 tokens all back.
Oh
We
my.
used very nice stun there coming out from Microbug because we do use our cracker very early. Going for the just pallet back immediately, we have our rushes back instantly as we only use 1 rush before we got stunned there. And a successful attack with the Microbug before he even makes it into main. This is setting Ask up for a really quick chase here, but he has gone into the back of the main building now onto this generator.
Oh no, didn't break.
He drops pallet immediately, but I think with a Blight Rush, he should be able to get the down, or at least... Oh, not quite getting the down through that pallet, but he does get both the parts in the main building out the way, as Microbug does drop another part at the back of main. A lot of strong parts are already out of the game in the first, minute of the game. This is a really strong start for both sides, but Microbug with some very interesting part. He is going to be going down, and that's going to be a relatively quick down for Ask here, and the type of start you need, I think, on all things considered. And if our spectator could quickly swap the survivors so we can see the gen progress and how our survivors are doing in terms of their macro game, that'd be a huge boon. But we are going up to Jack to where I believe this is a double generator. We have someone in the basement there. Very nice dodge from N there. A very quick pull and FTP on Sakuda. A very interesting quick pull, but we are coming to the chase into Sentry here at the Shack card, pre-dropping Shack and getting that part out the way. We get up Eruption and Call the Brine on Shack, so that Shack gen is regressing like all hell. And we do go for the swing, unfortunately not quite getting it, and successfully getting that stun. We see the first gen popping in the background while we're taking the chase. A lot of resources are being used here, Gohan, but the chases are rather long due to it.
Yeah, I would say in all fairness, that's 2 generators that had quite high progress, considering how quickly that last chase was. But hey, this just proves what I said earlier. You can't count Lirasanmarine out just yet. Because look at that. Look at the gen progress right now. That is insane. We got already another gen, quite high progress. It's not even Shack too, so that's a completely different generator as well. We have 1 person on main, and I believe that was 1 person at 1 as well. So we have a lot of progress on the board, but unfortunately, as I say, that N does go down here at the very middle of the map, and we do see another generator pop as well right behind him. I believe that was 9, or was that 8? I am not too sure. It was 9. So we do have 9 now. We are going to make it our way over into the main as well now. So we've opened up this door. I feel like that's a cursed door to open, is it not? But then again, there's no pally here anymore, so not the worst now. But we do see the chase happen now onto Sakuda, aka our FTP player. He is going to go down. But we've lost our tunnel out on end, so that's quite good. Quite good for the Lirasanmarine survivors.
We have multiple options to try out now, but we have 3, right? We hooked Microbug at the start. We had N as well as a possibility, but we're also just pre-stuffing edge map. I'm surprised Roy didn't commit to that generator. It seems such high progress, and holy hell, Shack is fully regressed, so that's really good for the survivors. I think we just we're checking our main building there, but it's still regressing, and if we're able to find that high progress gen that Ace was working on, it'd be a huge boon to be able to get a pop eruption on that, but I don't think
he's heading over to the win.
He's going over to Shack, and we do find that this is Microbug by the rock, and we get a really quick tag onto him with only 2 tokens, so this would be a huge survivor to commit to. If I was asked, I'd be pretty happy with this. And honestly, now that the 3rd gen is gone, it's still getting pretty close. Oh, a nice dead hard from Microbug. I was not expecting that. I was fully expecting that from an FTP player, but no, we do get the dead hard coming through here onto Microbug as he continues to chase, but with our tokens back up, and Microbug pushed into the center of the map, and a fantastic use of Blight's power there from Ask will put Microbug on his 2nd stage here, as he does get another charge of pop goes the Weasel. There are only 2 gens gens left, but also keep in mind these two generators are not too highly progressed. We know that they're doing shit main building though, which is highly progressed. I say that, but I'm eating my words as it is popped. This is looking a bit too close for comfort. I think Ask was playing a little bit too casually. He should have gone for a tunnel out really early onto Microbug much earlier than he has done so now. And now he's kind of paying for it as he takes the chase onto the one healthy bloke and the whole team who also has lied on this pal.
Also the fresh
really
hook
awkward to play around. Yeah, he's also a fresh hook, so he is worth a good bit of money, but he's buggered up his rushes and now he's just forced to sort of walk away as we're likely Sakuda is just working a gen, and thankfully he does manage to keep this gen with pop goes with prior to it, and I think now you just gotta find Microbug and get him out the game as soon as possible, you know, force that 1v3 for the end game and just try and play around it, because at this point in time it's looking like Ascar.
It's currently 4-3. Remember what I said? You can't count them out just yet. And it looks like I'm not. It looks like I'm cold. It looks like I've called it so far. We've called it, and looks like Smoker. Looks like you're eating your words that you said that it's going to be quite a crazy win con, but
I say that, but I think
has
just made some. Oh, not hitting the dead hub, that's a shame.
Yeah, but that is a bit unfortunate. Yeah,
maybe
he's playing a bit too cruisy,
and he just didn't wait. But I said cruisy win con because I was assuming Bro was just going to, you know, hard tunnel the first person he saw, but he sort of went into pub Andy mode, and we're seeing the last gen pop right in front of his face. But he kind of needs to chase the bloke he just hit too. He needs to get Roy, because that'll bring it to 7. But I think he needs 8. If he gets 7, I think that's a tie, right?
Yeah, if he gets 7, it's a tie. But if if he gets 7, and then in between that also gets a fresh hook, then it's their win. So
he's slugging Roy as well. He needs. So
he's slugging. He knows he has to slug this, and he's got
the
engine
hook and then just go back for Roy and camp. But he buggered up his rushes.
Yeah, he needs. If he wait, hold up. Yeah, if he just camps out rolls 1, he just wins. He has to camp out. If he doesn't camp out,
he hooks everyone. He has, doesn't he?
This is going to be his last fresh hook. Yeah,
okay, cool. So he's 4-7, so he wins. He's just gonna camp.
Yeah, so that's 6-4 now. So yeah, if he just camps it out, that's done. But if they do save him and get out, then it's Lirasanmarine's done. But they have to get this though. If they don't get him out,
they're gonna try.
They have to. If they can't leave him on hook, if they don't get him off, they just lose. So they're forced back to do this.
They gotta go for it, but they also get all of the bodies at the door. He's so far away from all the gates that I just don't see him living.
Yeah.
Even with 2 health, he's like, he's doing that. That's the closest door is the one by the main. And by the time they get over the wall, like you take a tag onto like Ace or N, you just gonna kill 1 bloke.
Yeah, if he just literally, even if they have to trade this, like even if like they go for a double save, he just goes to the person he hit, and then that's GG.
Yeah, like if N gets too close, he just tags N and then just goes chases N and just downs him, and it's GG.
So it looks like Ask. Yeah, so as much as we wanted to say like, yeah, it was maybe a bit too cruisy, but Ask has managed to actually still get the dub here, so it's not that bad. Yep, there it is. Wait, Ask. Wait.
It's fine, he's just committing so that no one can take a hit now, so he can just go and just take out whoever.
Or is he gonna get this? Oh! Wait!
Oh
wait,
god!
Wait.
That's not what you wanted, bro. You need to play way more patient, and everyone gets out. This is 6-3. This is the Lirasanmarine.
Oh my god.
We only see 2
Oh my god.
The third one,
oh my god.
We have Sakuda. We need to try and get Sakuda before he gets to the shark card.
Wait!
He's wanting to say Sweet Mary Time, and he's out, and the win goes to Lirasanmarine. 2-1. Ask not able to live up to the challenge. Lirasan take it by the skin of their teeth. 2-1. A fantastic body block from Roy allows. You can't get him out. You said it yourself, Gohan. That's going to be a win for Lirasanmarine by the skin of their teeth by 1 stage. Fantastic plays from Requmish and Lirasanmarine.
Oh my!
Holy hell! What a fantastic start to S4 these games have been. Very well played, and honestly, if Ask was just a little bit more patient on that swing, he would have been able to either down Roy before he lost his endurance, or get the tag onto N and then get the hook. But he just he just ace with his big fat head, just took the hit with BT.
Yeah,
what a legendary
he ate a lot of kebab.
Legendary hit take. What a legendary hit take from Lirasanmarine survives, and fantastic plays all around. I was fully expecting Requimish to win that, but that was absolutely phenomenal. And that was the last game for tonight. So thank you all so much for joining us, Gohan. Thank you for casting. Do you have anything to say before I take us out this fine evening?
Oh, honestly, that ending was chef's kiss. Absolutely amazingly played by Lirasanmarine. Requimish did amazing job as well, but unfortunately Ask played a little bit too casual for probably their liking. So we might see Gabriel on the bite next time, but hey, Ask did a very good job either way. But yeah, we are going to be here tomorrow with the next matches. We're going to be having Harden and Leopard at 3 p.m. AEST, Anomaly and Aries at 4:30, Source and Void at 6, Bleed Out and Ascendance at 7:30. And then for the final match of the day, we have Desolates versus Clown Crew. All matches you want to be watching. So please take an eye on the live notifications, tune on in, watch the matches. I feel like the matches that we want to be watching are going to be Harden and Leopard and then Source versus Void. I feel like those matches are going to be very close matches and quite tight knit. So please do tune in for all of the matches, just in general as well. So I will bid you adieu as well. Swank, do you have any other words you want to say for the crowd as well?
Just fantastic games all around. I'm really happy to be back on the casters decks. I've had to mute myself in between casting to cough up a lung because I'm still incredibly sick and I've been sick for like a month. So it's been great to cast again, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. Tonight's games have just been phenomenal. Like what absolute barn burners of matches. I'm really keen for tomorrow's games. And as you said, go hard, Harden versus up at 3 p.m. AEST tomorrow. Be there or be square, my friends. And I will see you next week.